Yeah, it is. It is the last practice before the next day of the rest of your life. It is Tuesday, everybody. Man, we are winding out. What are we, 31 days until Halloween? National Pet Tricks Day today. I'd love to see one from Lil get posted up. You know who I'm talking about. Wow, is Pete Hegseth just having at it right now? I don't know if you have caught any of the live audio this morning of his his big meeting that he's got going on right now, addressing senior military leaders in this rare meeting that's happening right now. And of course, Trump's in the audience. It is. I've heard a little bit of it, and I'm like, wow. I mean, there's even some language in there. I'm quite stunned. Maybe I shouldn't be. I don't know. Good morning, everybody. Archery season tomorrow. It's the final day of September. Fly on the Wall Productions bringing you the Aired Out podcast. On Facebook and YouTube, we're streamed everywhere you get your podcasts. And yes, we are on the web at airedoutvt.com. If you haven't had a chance to get on that page, you really should. It's all there, one place. I've got a couple of special guests coming on. Major Kelly Sutton Bosley with the U.S. Air Force Auxiliary and Civil Air Patrol will be on in just a little bit. First, though, I want to run down this birthday list. My God, it's a mile long. Look at this. All these birthdays today on this final day of September. Holy moly. Aubrey Amel. Daisha Marie. Kelly Miller Jr., Chantel Paris. I might be butchering some of these, and I apologize in advance. Nikki Soros, Kat Fair, Allison Ho. Carter, Linda Carter. Ellie Key, Stephen Peck, Danielle Gilman. Is Linda Carter still alive? Can anybody answer that question? I had such a huge crush on her when I was in third grade. Moving right along. Karen Ring, Artie B on the list today. Happy birthday, Artie B. You know that you're sharing a special day with another very special individual in our community, Artie B. Love that guy, by the way. Gene Pearson on the list today. Katie Bugg. Zach Audette. And the one and only Rex Thompson, who I just learned yesterday wants to fight me and is sick and tired of playing around and all the jokes surrounding he and I taking a couple of swings at each other. And now he wants to invite me over to the Berry City Brawlers and have at it on the mats. I hope that he has that big face protection gear before things get really ugly and I start gouging out his eyes, because that's what's going to happen. But happy birthday. Do you know how old he is? $5 Tuesdays are back at the Capitol Theater. That means, yes, today you can go see a movie at the Capitol Theater in Montpelier for just $5. Yes, Instagram and Facebook. Check out the listings online, fgbtheaters.com. Weather from NBC Channel 5. Lower 50s for most of us starting the day in Vermont this morning. I think I'm showing about 53 right now in the Granite City. Real beaut today, says Clark. It is going to be sunny and so delightful, 70 degrees. Clear skies tonight, down about 40. Got to take those air conditioners out of my windows. They got to go. 40, yeah, tonight. Tomorrow, sunny, a lot cooler, 60. And Thursday, mainly sunny and around 65 degrees. Facebook question of the day this morning, and I want to know what your thoughts are about this. During Sunday Night Football, and you probably heard Logan Luce talking about this on the Athletics podcast right here, where you are now. He's a big Bad Bunny fan, all worked up and excited that Bad Bunny announced as the headliner for the 26 Super Bowl halftime show. Super Bowl 60, by the way, goes down February 8th, Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California, home of the 49ers. And Logan's excited, as are so many others. But Bad Bunny may not have been the first choice. Actually, the media now is saying that he wasn't the first choice, that Taylor Swift was. Allegedly in negotiations, but turned it down because she didn't want to do it for free. And now an unnamed Taylor Swift music executive is saying, and I quote here, why do they have to be unnamed? Why can't they just say, hey, I'm Taylor's manager, and this is what I have to say? But here's the quote. She wasn't asking for favors. She was asking for respect. Taylor knows her worth. She knows the kind of ratings she brings and the global attention she commands. She wasn't about to hand that over for free. Okay. End quote. What say you about this? I think, I think she should have done it. I think she should have done it. Not that she needs, really any help driving album sales or streams, but I still think she should have done it. There's a boatload of stuff going on in our community calendar, and every morning, at least most every morning, I try so hard to run it down for you. It's brought to you by The World, Central Vermont's favorite weekly newspaper, reaching over 22,000 people every single week. Digital version, vt-world.com. It's where I get a lot of the stuff in my community calendar. Tonight, as every Tuesday, there is a Tuesday night dinner at the American Legion, post 10, right here in the Granite City. Dine in or take out, it's just $12. Cheese stuffed shells tonight on the menu. Keep an eye out for the Barry Post 10 Facebook page and the World newspaper for the menu. Yeah, cheese stuffed shells. Tomorrow, wing-a-ding over at the VFW Post 790. Dawn of Thunder's going to be rocking out right here in Barrie, 5 o'clock. Wing Wednesday. It's going to be a good time. Wellness Wednesday is tomorrow at the WellSpace building right here in Barrie, 23 Summer Street. Started a couple of years ago, has exploded in popularity. People love it. Don't miss the next one tomorrow. Free service to our community from Washington County Mental Health. And if you want to, try out maybe a table or chair massage, some Reiki, some myofascial body release, get on the list. Get on the appointment list by calling Robin, 479-4055. 479-4055. That's tomorrow. Thursday, bingo at the Canadian Club. Yeah, they do it every Thursday. It's going to be big. Always is. Always a good time. Friday, Freezing Fun for Families golf tournament at the Country Club of Barrie. That's going to be big. Saturday, Montpelier Fall Festival, the State House lawn from noon to 4. MontpelierFallFestival.com. That's going to be huge. Last year was massive. I don't know if you got to go there. They got the celebrity dunk tank all ready to go. It's going to be a great day. Again, like I said earlier, the weather is supposed to be perfect. Right now, with me on the line, Major Kelly Sutton Bosley with the U.S. Air Force Auxiliary and Civil Air Patrol. Good morning, Major. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. It is an absolute pleasure to have you with us. I think everyone knows where the Knapp Airport is. Right up the road here in Berlin. What's happening tonight at 6:30?
Yeah, our based out of there, Capital Composite is hosting an open house out there to open our doors and show everyone what we do within our program and our cadet programs and our senior member professional development. So we invite everyone to join us.
So, pro development in a couple of different fields. Emergency services is kind of a broad umbrella, but that's one of them, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, we run ground team rescue services and flight crew rescue services out of our organization. We do have, as a national organization, the largest fleet of Cessnas in the world, and we utilize to help support all different types of emergency services throughout our country.
I wish more folks knew this. And I think we talked about it a little bit last year when you guys were really kicking into gear with this thing. But this is a big deal.
Yes, I agree. Part about our program, and I'll admit I am definitely biased, is we work with young adults ages 12 to 21, and we bring them into that kind of emergency services ethos and that idea of serving others through this training. So they are trained, and they help, and they've been deployed in certain circumstances to help with emergency situations. So our cadets help support food relief efforts for COVID. And flood relief efforts with the Red Cross during the floods the last couple of years, in addition to our flight crews being up in the air and taking pictures of a lot of that flood damage over Montpelier and that type of thing. So we're very active in the area.
I was reading in the World last night about the other things that folks age 12 to 21, you said, can get involved with: aerospace science, leadership, marketing, and communications. These are all like super, super important things.
Yes, sir. Yes. And I'm biased, but we do develop some of the best and brightest young adults through our program. They're put into an incrementally leadership development type program that focuses utilizing a military style model on first leading themselves and then direct leadership with others as an NCO. And then that first step of indirect, more tactical level leadership as a early officer or young officer, and then getting into that strategic leadership as a higher level officer. And we're very fortunate in Capital Composite Squadron, based out of EDNAP, to have cadets in every echelon of that particular development. So we're lucky to have a really strong group of cadets for new young adults who want to join to learn and grow with in all sorts of areas. Like you mentioned, it isn't just leadership. That's a really good one for us right there. But there's aerospace education. We do help cadets get their private pilot's license through our program. They all get 10 free powered aircraft and 5 in a non-powered aircraft. Plus, we try to get some military O-flights set up on the side. It's always cool to get up in a helicopter or a great big military airplane when we can swing it. They get opportunities to go all over the country and sometimes the world to experience leadership and aerospace education and emergency services in different areas. We have a vibrant program down in Pennsylvania that trains in emergency services, and actually just recently had a cadet graduate from high school and pursue, he's now an EMS, or EMT, and he's pursuing working based off of his experiences that he started in some of those programs. We have another cadet who's seeking out leadership and was able to travel down to North Carolina to work in a leadership um, development camp. Another cadet who went down to Florida a couple of years ago and worked in the space camp. So there's a lot of really awesome opportunities for them to engage in any area almost that they're interested in.
If you're just joining us, Major Kelly Sutton Bosley with the U.S. Air Force Auxiliary. We're talking about the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Program, which is going to be showcased tonight at 6:30. It goes till 8 o'clock at the Knapp Airport in Berlin. What's the cost to get into this?
There's very minimal. There's a yearly membership cost. I want to say it's about $40. But we do ask that everyone come out and check us out first. We want you to make sure that you want to join before you have to pay. So tonight's free. We have items that are open for use. We'll have an airplane there. One of our Cessnas will be there. We'll climb in the cockpit. You get to see all the bells and whistles. We will have a drone obstacle course and a flight simulator and a bunch of our STEM kits set out. The STEM kits are provided through the Air Force for teachers who want to join. So we've got lots of different things and offerings for interested.
Oh, some complimentary classroom materials.
Yes, for people who decide to join as an aerospace education member, and they get access.
Wow.
It's provided through the Air Force.
Is there a website or a Facebook page that folks can go to? I think it's, am I right here in saying that it's gocivilairpatrol.com?
Yes, sir. So that's our website. And then if you look on Facebook, Vermont Wing Civil Air Patrol, we have a vibrant group on there that shares a bunch of the different things.
What an opportunity for our youth to explore a different option. I mean, this is fantastic. I wish I could go back, because I would have just loved to have done something like this. A little older than 21 right now, but
I agree, sir. I had that same FOMO there.
Really, no kidding. An opportunity to volunteer alongside cadets and get involved and be part of this is an opportunity that our community definitely should not pass up. It is tonight, 6:30, goes till 8 o'clock, right there. Is it right at the Knapp Airport?
Yes, sir. We're right in the passenger terminal.
All right. Hard not to miss. This is a once-a-year thing, right? I'm pretty sure this is a once-per-year event. Am I right?
We actually host 2 per year, so one in September and one in April, but our September is our big one because everyone's getting back to school and settling and discovering new things. So.
I gotcha. Wow. Listen, thank you ever so much. Let's do this again. This again.
Yes, definitely. I look forward to it.
I'm not going to be able to get up there tonight because of a soccer schedule, but hopefully, you said in April?
Yes, but we meet every Tuesday from 6 to 8:30. So if you're not able to come out tonight, you're certainly welcome to come check us out at any other time. Wow. It's just not a big open house. So
yeah, I understand. Wow, that's so great. Stay in touch with me, okay?
Will do. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you ever so much. I appreciate it, man. You know, it's stuff like that is just so important in our community. And, you know, I saw it, heard about it, and then I read about it in the World. Of course, all great things are in the World newspaper. And I was like, I had them on last year. I've got to have them on again this year. Amazing. Volunteers serving America's communities, saving lives, shaping futures. Again, to learn more, go civilairpatrol.com. The open house is tonight from 6:30 until 8 o'clock right at the Knapp Airport. So cool. I'll give a shout out to Giroux General Transport, one of our presenting sponsors here. I want to say this, and I've had this conversation many times with you and with others, friends, on the air, off the air. If you are even remotely thinking about becoming a truck driver. You want to see America. You want to get paid to see America. This is your time. This is your ticket. This is your opportunity to get your CDL license. Do it right. Get in touch with Giroux General Transport right here in Barrie. I don't need to tell you because you probably already know. And if you're paying attention, you definitely know this, that nationwide, the truck driver shortage is at a critical need right now. It's currently 50%, half of what it was just a decade ago. The demand is high. Giroux General Transport knows this, and they're going to jump through hoops and do everything they can to get you in the seat of a big rig and get your CDL license. Contact Tracy today. It's 802-279-3325. 802-279-3325. Man, there is, again, if you're somebody that likes to scroll through what's going on in the news, what's happening in our world, one of the biggest stories going on, right? And I know, and I listened yesterday to the Benjamin Netanyahu and Trump speech about how they're trying to end the war over there. Listen to the whole thing. Today, we've got Pete Hegseth right now, who's addressing senior military leaders in a rare meeting. From 1-star to 4-star and everything and everyone in between. And it's happening right now. And it is a big, big deal. The government shutdown. Here's another one that's everyone's talking about. I think I read yesterday or heard, I can't remember which, that it was referred to as a political earthquake that was going to paralyze Washington, D.C. and our economy. Oh, my God. I mean, listen, it's a serious thing. There's no question about it. And will there be mass firings? I think the threat is there. It's real. But what would a government shutdown mean for federal paychecks? The military, Social Security? Do you know? Will Social Security payments continue during a government shutdown? Wasn't that interrupted last time? I don't know. There's real stuff going on. I mean, the stakes are high. I think we all know that. I generally like to try to keep things into perspective. Be objective. Think outside the lines. Don't listen to one news source. Listen to as many as you can. Create your own philosophy, your own opinion. I think more of us should be doing that anyway. I don't know. Just seeing my VT alert here that is just coming in. Roadwork update. I-91, the southbound bridge at exit 15 Fairley. What a pain in the butt that area has been over the last, 2 years? Open to one lane. With a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. Please drive with care. Okay? I-91 southbound bridge at exit 15. which has been closed, open to one lane. They'll say, please slow down. I'll say, slow the hell down. Be careful. No matter where you're driving today, just be careful. Go about it easy if you can. I get people texting me asking me about my fight with Rex Thompson now. Okay. We have some really great things going on in our community. This is one of them right here. And I was showing this yesterday, but I'm going to show you again. Carvin for Gay. Yes, you're going to hear us talking a whole hell of a lot about this. Second annual. Are you surprised? I'm not. Last year was the first annual. It was crazy popular. Get your pumpkins carved up. Not right now. Wait a little bit, because if you do now, they'll be all rotted. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. October 28th, 29th, and 30th. Rudd Farm Road is where it's going to be. Saturday, October 25th. Sunday, October 26th is when they're asking you to bring your carved or painted pumpkin with a tea light. And then the pumpkins are going to be illuminated again at 21 Rudd Farm Road in Barrie on the 28th, 29th, and 30th. I'm hoping that Ruthie will come on the air and talk with me and all of you about this. But it's just a wonderful thing that they're doing. That's just one of several. This weekend, and man, it has come fast. It has come so fast that it's already here. The Montpelier Fall Festival is going to be, we've got Vic with us. Vic, I think you guys are expecting like what, 1,500 people this year?
That's about what we target. Yeah, it's more. It's in its 9th year, so people kind of get used to it and are ready to come out and party.
Man, oh man! And look at Mother Nature is just on your side, brother.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's always the deal. We never have a rain date. I'm knocking on wood all over the place. And this year looks pretty good. We do rely on a beautiful fall day.
It's this Saturday in a couple of days, and nearly 2,000 people are expected on the Vermont State House lawn in Montpelier for this annual fall festival, which is so popular. It is free. It's a citywide event. It only goes on for 4 hours. So listen, you need to get there, you need to find a parking spot, and you need to be ready to have some fun and get some food starting at high noon.
That's right. Yep. Yes, 12 to 4. Get there early, and there's food trucks and there's dunk tanks and there's lots of stuff for kids. There's bouncy houses and the slides and all that. And there's entertainment from 12 to 4. And this year it's really focused on the Montpelier High School students. They're doing a lot of their performances. And then we finish up with a band that's made up with our music teacher at the high school and middle school. So.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's going to be so popular. Live music, live performances, games on the lawn. You got that celebrity dunk tank. Is the water in that thing going to be heated?
I was thinking as I was waiting for your call, we got to get you in the dunk tank, and I do want to thank you for giving us attention to this event. This is the second year that you kind of let us come on and talk about it, and I'm really grateful for that. So thank you. But the dunk tank, no, we actually put ice in the dunk tank.
Hey man, it's good for the inflammation, isn't it?
That's right, exactly. Yeah, and before you get dunked, you can just dip your feet in. Yeah.
Oh my God, are you serious? Do you guys really get some ice in there?
No.
Listen, Vic, I would love to be part of that. Count me in next year for sure. It would be great.
Absolutely. I will put you on the list. That's great.
But this is when local crafters get together, local food. We just have a great time. The whole family comes out. We get together. We got the 1 mile Nathan Sutter Memorial Fun Run at 2 p.m.?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I did want to mention that. Last year, we lost a really wonderful community member, Nathan Suter. He was the track coach at MHS, track and field coach, and just an amazing person. Everywhere I went, every school board meeting I went to, he was there advocating for the teachers, and he got on the the resiliency committee after the flood. And he was one of those guys around town that I'm like, I love that guy. I can't wait to get to know him better. And then that opportunity slipped away last year. We lost him. So this is just a little step in honoring Nathan. The fun run is the Nathan Suter Memorial Fun Run, and it's a great run. Everybody loves it. It's just 1 mile, all ages. You can walk it, you can run it. It'll start right there and by the main stage in the the State House lawn, and that's a blast. Starts at 2:00.
2 p.m. sharp. All right.
Yeah.
Make sure your shoelaces are tied and you're ready to go. Because there's no waiting on this thing, man. It's 2 p.m. sharp.
That's right. You got to get there, register, and then we'll make sure everybody's warmed up. We'll have one of our, I think one of our coaches is going to do a little warm up. So yeah, it's
cool.
a good time.
You're a board member with the Montpelier Roxbury Public School, PI, Partners in Education.
That's right.
Tell me about that.
Partners in Education is a separate entity from the schools. It's a 501c3 in its 9th year, I think 10 to 15 years ago. It's very similar to your, the groups that do the concessions, the PTAs, that kind of thing. It's a parents group, caregivers group. And basically we do 3 main things. This is our biggest fundraiser. 100% of the funds are divided among the schools, and then each school has a pie group, and they just field requests from teachers or student groups and help provide things that the school budget doesn't. Like if the team wins, maybe the sports jackets. Last year we bought a PA system for the music group at the high school.
Wow.
We do films, that kind of thing. We work a lot with the middle school. They have a sustain, they do gardening, so we kind of help organize local food that the kids in the middle school then process and bring down to the food bank. So you were talking about the global affairs. I was listening before I got on, and to me, yes, we need to stay informed, but we get involved locally. So, any place can do this. And I think the local public schools with our youth, the future folks, how do we get involved and work with them and make a vibrant community? So,
yeah, man, we're talking, I think you said Union Elementary, Main Street School, Main Street Middle School in Montpelier and Montpelier High School.
Correct.
All right.
Yep, that's the Montpelier Roxbury Public School District.
The goal is to raise $15,000.
That's right.
And distribute it between those schools.
Exactly.
Okay. I think you'll be able to do it. I mean, look at this. This fall festival has garnered some pretty impressive numbers that it's raised over the years. We're talking more than $80,000.
Yeah, over the years, usually we're kind of in the 10 to 15 per year is our goal.
Wow.
And that's done by the sponsors, man. Just amazing sponsors.
Yep.
And I will give a shout out to one of our biggest, the Onion River Co-op, Hunger Mountain Co-op.
Yep.
They're a platinum donor, and then just so many. Even I went and picked up a check from a guy, and he's just barely. It's really hard. We're kind of below our goal this year because everybody's struggling a little bit. But man, it's just so happy. It's so nice to see people kind of kick in and know that they can help in that way. And we'll take donations at the event. But I wish I had the list in front of me because we're doing a raffle. The raffle is amazing. The gifts that people gave this year are really good and really exciting. So that's a fun part of it too, is buying raffle tickets. So,
my brother, I got the list right here.
Oh yeah.
Onion River Outdoors, Montpelier Alive, Agway, Bigham Fox and Skinner, who's always showing up and helping out stuff that's going on in town. Capital Community Church, Casella, Coldwell Banker, Community National Bank, The Drawing Board, Fidium, Greenlight Real Estate, Green Mountain Power, Guy's Farm and Yard, Kellogg Hubbard Library, Minuteman Press, National Life Group, Noel Johnson Insurance, RK Miles, Velco, Washington Electric Co-op. These are the businesses in our community that have your back.
Absolutely. Yep. And I want to add to that list because Union Mutual Insurance Company came in late with a big donation. We're very grateful for them. So yeah, it's just amazing. You can count on these folks, and that's what community is, right? They're really kind of giving back, and it's really nice to see.
MontpelierFallFestival.com is the website. You're going to see some pictures from last year. You're going to see a little bit of a snapshot of what to expect this year. But please put this on your calendar, folks, and plan on this. Get the family together. The weather's going to be perfect. No excuses. I know things are bottlenecking. You got a lot of stuff going on. You got to insulate. You got to do stuff before. Stack the fire with the list goes on. But take 4 hours out of your life. Carve it out. Put yourself and your family first, and just come to the State House lawn in Montpelier and have yourself a wonderful time. See your neighbors, get some food, have some laughs, have some fun.
That's it, man.
Yeah, man.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you so much.
Vic, listen, let's do this again, man. Let's do it every year.
I love it.
Maybe I can get over there and stream live at next year, and I'll get in that dunk tank.
I was thinking that. I know you do Monday to Friday, but if you wanted to do a Saturday, that'd be fun to kind of, put it out there while it's happening. And the dunk tank has a seat waiting for you.
I hope it's an electric plug-in heated seat. Thank you so much, Vic. Absolute pleasure having you on. Please stay in touch with me, okay?
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks, JD. I really appreciate your support, man. Thanks.
All right, brother. I hope to see you Saturday. Again, MontpelierFallFestival.com. Please check it out. Get on the page and get there. Have fun. That's what we need right now. This is what we need desperately. Be with your community. Have a good time. Something that I want to close out with this morning, because I want to hear what you have to say. I want your take on what I read in the World last night. I'm like, you know what? I want to hear. I know everyone's talking about what's going on with Hood here in Barrie, and there's some strong opinions that are flying around about that right now. And people are, at the very least, kind of warm, if not hot, with their belief system of what's happening to businesses and small businesses here in Vermont. And I've read everything, at least from a couple of posts that I have found online. I've read all of the comments of what people have to say, and there's some strong opinions about this. But I want to know what your take is on something that was printed in the World that may have slipped by you. Maybe you're aware of this. Maybe you're not. And, I read this last night. I'm like, everyone's got to know about this. Just talk about it. And then I was like, well, maybe they're not aware of it. So read it. So here it is. It's pretty simple. And I'll just read part of it. Governor Phil Scott has just signed an executive order to promote housing in Vermont. Here's what it says. Signed Order 06-25, which aims to promote housing, construction, and rehabilitation and address Vermont's severe housing shortage. The order addresses regulatory barriers and permitting requirements, energy code standards, and permitting costs associated with housing projects. I don't know about you, but I have heard from contractors that the upped code enforcement has really been a hindrance and counterproductive for the construction industry. that claims to be attempting to do all it can to chip away at this housing shortage that we continue to have in Vermont and will. Currently, a quarter of Vermont renters spend more than 50% of their income on housing costs. I have to say that again, in case you missed it. Currently, a quarter of Vermont renters spend more than 50% of their income on housing, which will continue to trend in the wrong direction if action isn't taken. With 40,000 new homes needed by 2030 to meet the demand. 40,000 homes by 2030. That's 5 years. Actually, it's just about 4 years, because we're pretty close to 2026. The order requires performance metrics to be reported to the governor on a monthly basis. This is the executive order I'm talking about. Metrics include the average permit processing times for housing projects, the number of permits issued under expedited procedures, the impact on fee revenue, and any resulting budget adjustments, as well as regulatory barriers identified and resolved. Man, oh man, do we have a lot of work to do in our state. And I wonder, what say you about it? I'll read your comments. If you want them on the air, I'll read them on the air. But I would just love to hear what you have to say. Tomorrow, we're going to have some fun. Tomorrow, we are going to inject a whole heck of a lot of positivity right into your life. On Wednesdays, on Hump Day, it's Sweethearts and Heroes Day. You're going to hear nothing but good stuff on the airwaves tomorrow. Positive podcasting is what I like it to call it. Even though I make up things about Rex Thompson and I fighting. The only fight that Rex Thompson and I will ever get into will be a fight over a box of cereal. And that could be vicious. We're going to have some fun. We're going to give you some light humor. Thursday is probably going to be heavy humor with G stopping by. And then Rex himself on Friday. Also, I'm just looking at my calendar here. What's coming up? Nicole Pierce yesterday was amazing. People are asking me when I'm going to get Jarrett Waples on the air. I will. Jasmine White. Jazz is going to come on too. She might be on Friday. I don't know. There's so much stuff that's happening right now. The schedule's insane. We'll get it all. Promise you. Get out tonight to the Civil Air Patrol's open house at the Knapp Airport, 6:30. Get out Saturday to Montpelier for the incredible fall festival that they're going to be doing. Do these things. Have some fun. Share some fried dough and a laugh. And if you get a chance, go back when you're not going to be interrupted and listen to this Pete Hegseth address this morning. It doesn't matter what your opinion is of Pete Hegseth. You got to listen to this. It is, you should be aware. Don't just listen to the highlights. Listen to the whole thing. Trust me. Trust me. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. God bless you. We'll see you soon.